Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're coming off of a long weekend, Memorial Day holiday yesterday. Now we are back at it again. I hope you are ready or getting ready to go in for the grind this morning. I've been up quite early already, but I just wanted to get on and give somebody a little motivational tidbit this morning. And the motivational tidbit comes from the idea of change your mind. And that's really powerful because once you change your mind about some stuff, you become unstoppable. You know what I mean? When you change your mind, when you make a decision to say, nope, it's time to change my mind. It's time to change my ideas. It's time to change my thoughts. Because unfortunately, we are what we think. So if we want to be more, do more, become more, then we have to be willing to sacrifice those thoughts or ideas that was not serving us well. So that is my wake up call for you guys this morning. It's 6:49 a.m. where I am, and we're going to change our minds. We're going to adopt the mind of Christ. We're going to think like Christ, act like Christ, behave like Christ. And that is going to transform everything that we do. Well, once you change your mind, you start to plant new seeds. And those new seeds can produce greater fruit because now you're being adamant, you're being determined that you're going to change your mind. A lot of times they say that it takes at least 21 days to change a habit. So if you want to change something, you have to become committed to that change. You have to be committed to the transformation. You have to be committed all the way. For instance, for like me, when I'm in my car, because I spend a lot of time in my car, I don't always play music. Majority of the time, I'm listening to what I call books. They're just spoken word. And so much can happen because what you're doing is you're mentally participating in a transformation, and you're listening and you're applying, and over time, if you do that enough, you'll notice that you don't think like you used to think. You don't behave like you used to behave. You don't do what you used to do. It becomes an overall transformation. But we have to be willing to do the work. A lot of times it's a lot of work. It's a lot of intentionality. It's just a lot of doing less of what we used to do and more of what we want to make change in our life. So change your mind. Just decide that, today it changes. Today, I'm not going to wait for tomorrow. Today, it changes. I'm not going to wait for the next hour. Right now, it changes. And invest in yourself. And I've become very intentional about what I listen to. And I know sometimes my kids get annoyed because they're like, that again. It's like, you know what? You do whatever it will take to plant new seeds and to fill yourself with good things and to hear good things and to feed yourself good things. So the only time I normally turn it off is if I want to hear a little bit of music or I have someone else in my car, such as a customer or something like that, then I may turn on something else because, you can't say that everybody wants to hear what you're listening to. So, but I'm very intentional about my morning routine. I'm very intentional about what I listen to when I'm in the car. And I'm very intentional about now what I'm thinking about. Like, you can really tell yourself, like, we all have those days where we're not thinking right. And we can say, nope, that's not staying. Bye, trash. Bye, trash. And you begin to change your mindset. You begin to reroute the brain. Flow and how you think and how you react and how you do things. It becomes transformative. And the Bible says, be renewed by a transforming of your mind. And that's true because a lot of times, a lot of things we do is learned behavior. It's practiced. It's something we've practiced over and over again because it becomes part of us. It becomes our habit. So when you practice something that's not really serving you well and it becomes a habit or attitude or a thought or a pattern or behavior, then you could change that. You don't have to accept that. You can say, no, it's time to change. It's time to adopt new behaviors. It's time to adopt new thoughts, new ways of living, new ways of being. Because we are created in the image of God. So, we don't just become saved just to get to heaven. We come saved to be transformed. And we have to participate in that transformation. It requires our active participation. You can't have anything without you participating in it yourself. It's not going to happen by osmosis. You have to participate. So, that is my motivational tidbit for you guys today. Participate in the transformation of your own life. Whether it's in changing the things you do, forming new habits, changing your mind, because the mind is a powerful thing, and that we have to realize that a lot of the stuff we do is picked up, and we've been doing it for so many years we don't even realize we do it. So it's our habit, because practice long enough. We know practice makes they say practice make perfect. So what have you been practicing? Is it serving you well? And if it's not, learn a new habit. It takes 21 days, maybe a little bit more for some of us, but just practice it. Decide today that I'm going to practice this new behavior, this new habit, this new thought, because we have to actively participate in our lives daily to see the things we want to see, to obtain the goals we want to obtain, to see the will of God manifest in our lives, to see an overflow in our lives. We have to be willing to participate in it. It's not going to happen by osmosis. It's not going to happen by us not cleaning out our thoughts. It's not going to happen without taking out some of the junk that we've learned over our lifetimes. But I believe that the reward of participating in your own life and your own transformation is an awesome way to catapult yourself forward, because what you don't participate in, it just happens. Things just happen. And then so you keep seeing things just happen and you believe that that's the way it has to be. And that's not the case. You can participate. You can change your mind. You can get your mind renewed. Follow what God says about you. Do what God says is true about you. And then things will slowly start to change, and you won't even recognize you. So I hope you guys have a blessed Tuesday and a blessed rest of the week. Until next time, this is Kim. You guys enjoy. Bye.